Hello, everyone. My name is Dina Dixon, and I'm going to be your ACA-122 instructor this semester. I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself so you can put a face to the name. And even though we won't get to meet in person this semester, I thought at least you could get to know me a little bit through this video, and then I could also walk you through the Blackboard course and just kind of give you some instruction and some guidance about how you would actually navigate the course. So, as I mentioned before, my name is Dina Dixon, and I am the Director of Tutoring Services in addition to being your instructor for ACA. I also teach American Literature courses as well. So of course that means that my background is in literature. I have a master's degree in English from Clemson University. I graduated with my undergrad in English from Florida State, and I'm currently in my 9th year at the college and about my 14th year teaching. So that's been a lot of fun for me to get to continue to interact with students and to be in the classroom. But then I also get to work on the administrative side and run the tutoring centers, both North-South campus. We have tutoring at CBTC when we are on campus, and then of course the online tutoring. So I'm your go-to person for tutoring. If you have any questions or need any help with that, please definitely feel free to use my expertise, since I am your instructor as well as the head of tutoring. About me personally, I currently live in Charlotte, like pretty close to uptown, which we love. I have a 6-year-old daughter. She is in 1st grade, and we are currently homeschooling her in addition to virtual school, which is essentially homeschool, in addition to continuing to work and from home. And so that's been interesting to say the least. I have 2 dogs, both of them. One's a lab mix and one's a labradoodle, and one's 13, 14, is deaf. And then the other is 100 pounds, 5-year-old, just goes crazy all the time. So if we get through this video without him interrupting barking, we'll be lucky. So let's see. Obviously, my background is in English. I love reading. I also love traveling. Before a global pandemic shut that down. More recently, my husband and I have been to Scotland, Ireland. We love Scotland and Ireland. Those are 2 of my favorite places on the planet. We've also loved going to the Caribbean. A few times we've been to Mexico. We went to Greece and Italy at one point, many years ago before we had it. And I just love traveling, and I honestly cannot wait until we get back to being able to get out of our own house and our own space and get out there and see the world, because that's something that since I've grown up and become an adult, is something that I really valued about my position, I guess, is that now that I'm not a broke student, I get to go out and do things. So one day you will too. Let's see. Anything else about me? No, I mean, I like, reality television's kind of my thing. It's sort of a bit of an escapism right now. So that's always fun whenever I actually get time. I'm a big football fan. I grew up in Florida, so my team are the Miami Hurricanes, who just recently lost very, very badly to Clemson, which is really no surprise because that's the way we've been rolling the past few years. And of course, I love the Panthers. We live right close to the stadium, so we walk there all the time during game days and in the season. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about you and who you are and your likes and dislikes and kind of fun, cool things about you. You get to share that all with the class in your discussion board, your first getting to know you discussion post. So I really look forward to that. I know that a lot of you are probably coming into this class going, it's kind of a requirement for my program. I have to take it as a transfer student, and you're probably wondering, is this really going to be helpful to me? I will tell you this. I love this course, and I think this course is incredibly helpful, and I think there's a lot of really good information, but you get out of it what you put into it, to be quite frank. If you basically just rush through everything and you don't pay attention and you don't really invest in it and you just kind of do the work to get it done, then yeah, you might not get as much out of it. But I promise you, if you do spend the time to look at the resources that I post, to read the chapter textbooks that are giving you information, not only about how to be a successful college student, but also towards the end of the class, you'll get to learn a lot about the transfer process in North Carolina. You'll get to learn things that might help you whenever you are transferring to a four-year university and maybe save you time, save you money. A lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff here. So I do hope that you will give that a chance. I get that comment all the time at the end of the semester from students, just like, I'm so surprised that they went into this course not really understanding what it was, and then they came out with it so excited to have this new knowledge that they've gained. So it's a little bit of a soapbox moment, but I do think ACA 122 is a lot of value for you transfer students. So all right, I am going to go ahead and just share my screen with you, and what I'm going to do is go to the Blackboard class and walk you through what you're going to see and how to navigate it. Okay, so this is the announcement page. I'm pretty good with announcements. I use them as a way to communicate, and most of the time I also send them as emails. So you can probably expect to get emails from me at least once a week, just checking in, reminding you, hey, you should be working on this module, or a due date's coming up soon, or the due date is today. So just make sure that you're always checking your email and looking at these announcements so that you can get my reminders and the information that I post to you. The faculty information section has my name, all my information. Honestly, I'm not on campus right now, so my work phone is pretty much useless, but you can contact me via email, which is probably the best thing. And then for office hours, I can meet with you via Microsoft Teams, meeting spaces, which is what the tutors use, or even Blackboard Collaborate, which is actually what I'm using right now to record this. Okay, and then under the course content, right, you'll get some information about how to access all of the digital content for this course. This course uses an e-text, and it's already included in the cost of the course, so you already have access to it straight here. You don't have to purchase anything extra or enter any kind of crazy codes or anything like that. What you will need to do though is the first time that you access reading from the textbook from Cengage, you'll have to either log in to your Cengage account if you've already made the account, or you'll have to create an account if it's your first time. And there are information, there's steps here in this note under course content, and it will kind of walk you through. But of course, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you kind of navigate that. But again, a lot of courses, a lot of English courses especially, and math, the college use Cengage, so there's a good chance if you've taken any courses before, you already have a Cengage account, so you just kind of log into that, and then you automatically have access to the text from there. In terms of the breakdown of assignments, you're going to have a significant number of the work in this course be assignments in your textbook, in your Cengage book. So they're assignments that you will access in Cengage and complete in there. But it's important to note that I will link out to all of those assignments in each of your modules. So don't ever go into your textbook, somehow navigate to the table of contents, and then just go crazy. The only assignments that count for a grade are assignments that are included in your modules as links. I'll show you that in just a minute. Your transfer research project is a research assignment towards the end of the semester. Actually, it's the last thing that you turn in, and it is worth 20% of your grade, and we'll build up to that as we go along. We do have various other assignments throughout the course that aren't the Cengage assignments, kind of in a different category, so those fall under other. Your participation grade in the course is something that I post in addition to all of the Cengage assignments, and it'll be one item per module. And usually it's like a video that you have to watch and then kind of answer questions as you go through the video, or maybe you listen to a podcast and you answer questions about that, or a TED Talk, or you take a financial literacy course. I mean, kind of a variety of things. And it's just things that I use a lot when I teach this course in person, and then I don't want you to miss out on taking it fully online. And so, like I said, it's only one per module, and they're very simple, they're very easy, but they're also full of really good information that I don't want you to miss out. And then you have an assignment at the end where you locate 3 BDPs from colleges that you are interested in attending. And if you don't know what a BDP is, you will find out later on in the course. All right, late work policy. I follow the 3-day late work policy of the English and ACA department, and that basically is that late work is accepted, but only up to 3 days after your original due date. So after the 3 days are up, you actually lose access to the assignment entirely. So there's no way of completing it after that point. You do have a penalty for those 3 days. So each day that it's late is a 10% deduction in points per day. So if the assignment was due on Sunday and you turn it in on Wednesday, you're going to get a 30% deduction in points automatically before I even go in and grade it. And with Cengage, I set the due date as the day that it is technically due. And then what I have to do is go back in the next day. Anybody who didn't complete it in time, I have to extend the due date 3 days. So that will happen. If your assignment is due on, Sunday, then I'll go in on Monday and extend the due date for anybody who didn't do it in time. So just kind of give you a heads up about that. And if you ever need access to it and it's within that 3-day window and you don't have it, just email me. Totally fine. So you may notice that that's it. That's all you see in this window. And that's because you will need to complete an EVA in order to have access to any of the course content and any of the course material. The EVA is located in the Start Here section. If you've taken any courses at this college in the last 2 semesters, everybody has to do the EVA. So this should not be something new to you. Please note that the EVA is due on October 22nd at midnight or 11:59, and if you do not complete it by that time, you actually will lose your enrollment status in this course. So please don't wait to do it. Do it right away so you can get access to the assignments and be fully enrolled in the course. All right, so very simple. You just come, you read. I'm not going to read because I want to get through this quickly and get on to the next part that I want to show you. But you need to kind of go through and read because I'm going to delete this. And then once you do, you will be able to move down to course content, and then voila, you will see module 1. All right, so if modules open on Mondays, then, and I believe that's the case for the majority, if not the entire semester, then that means that the new module will open on Fridays. So what I do is if a module closes on Monday, then you'll have access to the next module the Friday before. So there's actually like a 3-day overlap. And that's for those of you who like to work ahead. You've already gotten your work done and you like to go on to the next module and have a little bit of extra time with it. So that's what you can expect is Friday mornings is when new modules go up. Full modules will end on Mondays usually. All right, so each module has a little description here that kind of tells you what to expect from the module, and it lists the assignments that you will find in the module, and then it lists the due date. All right, so this is where you can keep track of your due dates. And like I said, I think most of them are Mondays. So just keep that in mind. When you go into the module, it will be divided into an introduction, objectives, tell you what to expect from that module, and then you'll get into your assigned readings. And your assigned readings, for the most part, will all come from Cengage. So there will be links for each of these assigned readings that will take you out to your textbook. Great, so click to launch, and then a new window will pop up, and you will have your textbook selection from there. So I'm going to actually go down to the next folder, which is the module assignment folder. And that's where you'll find any information that you need to complete your assignments, as well as links to all of your assignments. So this is just some information here that you can use to help you complete your assignments. And then this is your first assignment, launch it out, do it in Cengage. Your next assignment is an Ed puzzle for campus resources. Here's where you click to launch that. Ed puzzles, I use them a few times throughout the course. It's basically just a tool for me to interact with you while you're watching videos that I posted or I have found on YouTube or TED Talks or whatever website. And so as you're watching the video, there will be questions that come up or notes from me that you can then have to help you understand the video and how it is important to this course. All right, and that's for your participation grade. And then another Cengage assignment, and then another Cengage assignment. So those are your assignments, and they're all in the folder that's titled Chapter Cengage Content Module Assignments. And the next folder is your module summary. For those of you, this is all optional information. It's just resources. So nothing from this module summary area is required. It's just additional resources and information to help you make sure that you have mastered the content for the course. So it's just audio summary for top concepts for each chapter of the course, right? And then a little animation here, and then another animation. So just kind of some fun little optional resources. So again, each module is set up exactly this way. You have the introduction, the objectives, you have the folder with the assigned readings linked out to each one. You have the folder with the module assignments linked out to each one. And then you have the module summary, which has those sort of extra supplemental resources to help you make sure that you have understood the information presented in the module. The modules vary. They start off usually about 1 week apart, and then towards the end of the semester, you get longer, maybe 2-week modules, because there's more information that, or more work to be done in those later modules, bigger projects, things like that. Okay, so over here on the side, you also have your course tools. I might direct you towards them to, if you want to go into Blackboard Collaborate and meet with me, or if I do a live session at some point, or record something for you in there. That's also how you can get a tutor.com, which is the online tutoring program. So if you need that for this course or for any course, you can access that through course tools. And then, of course, your grades are over here in the menu as well. All right. So that's just a quick little overview right there of your course. And if you have any questions at all, of course, I am here to help. I am happy to provide any additional information that you need. Just reach out over email and let me know. And otherwise, I look forward to meeting you virtually, perhaps, or at least getting to know you through your work and your discussion boards and your writings. All right. Take care.